Hello, everyone. So today's case is going to be probably very short, and that is because when you start, when I start getting into the facts of the case, you're going to be surprised because this person seems like such a lively, lovable person, and it seems like this crime literally happened for no reason. In fact, the police actually said themselves like this happened for no reason. Like there's just they just cannot connect anything as to why this would have happened. Like, it's just so random. And for that reason, there's just no information. Like, the amount of information is almost zero. And with that being said, it's also unsolved. So, this happened back in 2013. So, about 10 years ago now. But maybe you heard of it. I certainly didn't. I was just going through cases that I wanted to do for the month, and this person's name popped up. And when I started reading the case, I was just like, why? Because there was just no reason for this to happen. Like, there's no reason for any of these crimes to happen, but this one is just, I don't know, there's just something so shocking about it. So, if you're wondering who we're going to be talking about today, we're going to be talking about a man named Ernesto Acosta. All the links that I used for research will be down below, and let's go ahead and jump into it. So, Ernesto grew up in Clovis and Fresno, California, um, with his twin sister. He attended Fancher Creek Elementary, Rayburn Intermediate, and Clovis East High School, and San Francisco City College. He touched many people. Like, he went through so many people's lives, and they all loved him. He traveled the world. As you're going to see in photos of him, like, it's just him in different places in the country. Like, oh my god, like, it's just so cool. And he just really lived life to the fullest. Like, in all of these photos, he just seems so happy and so, like, worldly and, like, so happy and bright. Unfortunately, Ernesto would be shot and killed February 10th of 2013 at about 2 a.m. by an unknown gunman riding in what is believed to be a white Lexus ES350 or ES350. I don't know cars, so I'm really sorry if I just did not get that right. And this happened at the intersection of Hayes and Webster Street. So there's actually surveillance footage of this happening, and I will include some clips, not of him, being hit, but of just the surveillance in general. And so surveillance video of the suspect and the suspect's vehicle, and footage from the taxicab camera showed him crossing the street before collapsing. So police actually believe that the vehicle may have been seen by a witness who attended a um, birthday party event earlier that night at Yoshi's. There was no sign of robbery or assault. So, Ernesto worked at the Whole Foods on Haight Street, and he was bringing a friend her belongings to her home when it happened. So, police are seeking information because this is a quote from Officer Albi Esparza. He says, "It was a senseless, cold-blooded murder with no apparent reason." And yeah, why? Like, he's just crossing the street and a car goes by and shoots him and kills him. Like, why? Why? So, locals have said that shootings were once very common in the Western Addition neighborhood, but that it had been a while since they worried about the stuff happening again. But now they're worrying again because of what happened to Ernesto. So, just to include this, in case you're wondering, Ernesto had no criminal history whatsoever. Like, he had no record, so it's not like he was involved in, like, drugs or trafficking or gang activity or anything like that. Like, he had a clean record. He was just minding his business, taking her friend, her stuff, and he was just shot and killed by someone randomly. So, anyone with information is urged to call Police Sergeant John Burke at 415-553-1145. Again, that is Sergeant John Burke at 415-553-1145. And that is all they have on him. on this case, because it really did happen for no reason. It's just like someone was in this car looking for someone to harm. And unfortunately, that person ended up being Ernesto. I can't imagine just living your life, not bothering anybody, being a kind human being, and you're just going about your night like usual, as you planned. You're going to go see your friend, take her stuff, probably go home, getting off of work, and you're just crossing the street, minding your business, and someone, a sick human being, just wants to drive by and shoot you. I honestly can't imagine why this happened. So, like I said, this was really shocking to just read because why? It's not like he had ties with anything. It's not like, he had enemies. He really was just killed for no reason. And that's just alarming. And I can't imagine how frightened locals were after this happened because, they're saying like it's been a while since stuff happened. It's been quiet. Like the neighborhood was getting good. And now this happened. So is it going to keep happening? Is it going to get worse? I can imagine how scared they were. And this happened about 10 years ago now. They still have no idea who it was. It kind of makes you wonder, like, are they going to catch this person? Is this just going to be a case where they just don't get who it was? So, if you lived in this area at this time, if you knew Ernesto, or you maybe were in the area, you saw the car, like, if you genuinely were there when this happened, like, if you were a witness or something, you should definitely go forward with your tip because this case should definitely be solved. I don't know if it ever will be, but I hope it is for Ernesto's sake and all of his loved ones. I can't imagine how they're feeling, like, just, they have nothing, because there's just no reason this could have happened. I can't imagine, like, how hopeless they have to feel, like, they just don't have any answers. But that, like I said, is all I have for you guys today. Let me know what you think down below. Like, I don't know why this person could have done it. Like, I can't, like, well, do you think he had enemies? Or, he just doesn't seem like he had any. But let me know your thoughts down below anyways. What you think. Do you think it's going to be solved? And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for listening to Ernesto's story. Bye, guys.